guys! So for today's video, I thought I would do a food video because after being in Korea almost a year, I finally feel like I've tried enough Korean snacks and foods to know what I really like and what I can recommend. For today, I'm just going to be talking about Korean snacks because Korea's snack game is next level. The US has nothing on Korea's snacking. And I have some traditional Korean snacks, some Korean brand snacks, and some US brands that have unique flavors here in Korea. So let's get started. The first snack I'm going to talk about is called yakgwa, and I was introduced to this snack my very first week in Korea because I was taken to a traditional tea ceremony, and you have this with green tea. Essentially what it is like a honey cake. It's very, very dense and it's quite small, and the fact that it's small is dangerous because you can eat a lot of them and not feel like you're eating a lot. It tastes almost like it's graham crackers and honey, if that's weird. So it's dense and chewy and really sweet, but not in a kind of artificial way. And it's really, really good with a glass of green tea. So what I usually do is I drink a sip of tea and then I take a bite of yakgwa. These are my favorite Korean snack of all time, more than anything else in Korea. I buy a huge bag of these and I'm through it in about 2 weeks. Moving on. The next traditional snack I want to talk about is called Olanda. And the best way I can describe Olanda is kind of like it's a Korean Rice Krispie treat. So I think this is a puffed rice snack, kind of like Rice Krispie, except the grains are bigger and it's crispy, like hard. Puffed rice coated in a very sticky, sweet substance, again kind of like a baked honey or a caramel, and it's really, really crunchy. So to me, this is kind of a perfect hiking snack or trail snack because it is hard to crush or ruin. It's really, really good. It's not too sweet. It kind of tastes like cereal, like a coated cornflake or something. And again, it's one of those things that you can just keep eating without realizing how much you're eating, which makes it really dangerous. Okay, so moving on to modern Korean snacks by Korean brands. I have 3 different things. The first snack that I really like is one you probably have already heard of because it's super famous throughout Korea, and that is the choco pie. Now for those of you who don't know what a choco pie is, it's kind of like an American moon pie. There's some marshmallow or cream in the center, and then some kind of biscuit, and then the whole thing is enrobed in chocolate. And so we have this in America, and the standard choco pie is pretty much an American style moon pie, but I have 2 flavors or 2 kinds of choco pie that are my absolute favorite. The first is this one. So it's a little smaller, and it kind of reminds me of maybe a Hostess cake. And instead of marshmallow inside, which gives a little bit of resistance when you bite into it, it's just really soft, sweet cream. So the inside is like a whoopie pie or a Hostess cake style filling. The cake part is not crunchy like a cookie, it's really soft, like a brownie almost. And then it's coated in this really thin layer of chocolate, and it is so, so delicious. And these things, because they're really soft and kind of melt in your mouth, you can eat the entire box of 12, again, without really realizing it. So they're dangerous. Now there's also another type of choco pie I really like, and this one is more traditional in terms of form in that it has marshmallow in the center, cookie around, and completely covered in chocolate. It's chocolate chip cookie, orange flavored choco pie. Now, if you're from England, chocolate and orange flavor is a no-brainer, but in America, we have it, but it's not as common. I really, really love it, however. So as you can see, these are a little bit bigger in size, And because there's marshmallow in the center, it definitely has that little bit of resistance that you get in a more traditional moon pie. So you can see there's chocolate, a cakey chocolate chip cookie, marshmallow with some orange filling in the center. This one isn't as sweet as the other one, but it's so good, and that kind of tartness from the orange inside, I could eat a million of these. Okay, next I have another type of cookie. And this cookie is by Lotte brand. Lotte is like one of the biggest companies in Korea. Everything is branded Lotte. There's Lotte Mall, Lotte World, which is a theme park, Lotteria, which is like a burger joint, tons of Lotte products. And I found this cookie when I wanted something snacky at work, and I just went down to the local convenience store, saw the box, saw they looked kind of like American sandwich cookies, and said, oh, those will do. And these are the Lotte Sand. So this flavor is pineapple flavor, but they also come in a few other flavors. This one is the best one in my opinion. And it's just a sandwich cookie that's a little smaller than an Oreo and has a cream filling. When you open it, you can kind of smell like almost a pina colada pineapple smell. But these are so good. The cookie is buttery, and the pineapple filling isn't too sweet, and it just tastes like summer. Like exactly what you think summer on the beach would taste like. So good. All right, the final snack in the Korean brand snack category is something that I don't really know the name of because we kind of found it by accident. We just call them chocolate stars. And the brand that I have now is just literally the convenience store mini stop brand. And in Korean, it just says what the English says. Con Choco Classic. So just corn chocolate classic. But these are the best things. I mean, this as a cereal would blow America away. They're so good. So they're quite big, and they kind of look like Cocoa Puffs at first glance, but they don't taste anything like that. So the inside is puffed corn, and the outside is covered in a very thin layer of chocolate. But this chocolate is like kind of has like a darker, more bitter quality to it while still being really creamy. It's amazing. And again, this is one of those snacks that you could just be sitting watching a movie and like piling them into your mouth, and before you know it, you've eaten like 5 bags. So good. It would be even better as a cereal, but I can't drink milk, so I can't have it as a cereal. Amazing. One of my favorite things in Korea. Moving on to the final portion of the video, which is American brands that are Korean themed or kind of skewed for Korean flavors. And the first is something that you might not have thought about for a while, which is Fruit by the Foot. When I was a kid, at least, Fruit by the Foot was huge. I have no idea if it's still big nowadays, but Fruit by the Foot was the absolute bomb. But this, I don't even know if we have this in America, so if we do, then I was just sleeping on it. But this flavor is sweet and fiery. So it's spicy Fruit by the Foot. And in America, when candy or a cookie or something sweet is called spicy, it's usually spiced with peppermint or something like that. But this is not peppermint at all. I'm not actually sure what it is. So it comes in your pretty standard Fruit by the Foot packaging, all rolled up on this little piece of wax paper. And it just kind of smells like artificial cherry. You know that like Fruit by the Foot kind of plastic candy smell? It's not unpleasant, but it's definitely not real, right? But when you taste it, at first, there's just like a sweet, very subtle cherry or kind of unnamed berry flavor. But as you chew it, this kind of like pepper heat kicks in. And I'm not a spicy food person at all. I'm kind of white toast when it comes to spicy food because Russian food is not spicy. So I did not grow up eating spicy food. But this, like the spicy with that sweet kind of cherry flavor beforehand, is so good. And it's not overpowering, it's not eye-watering, and it's just enough interest to make you be like, oh, that was interesting, like I want to take another piece. But it's not like a peppermint spice or a red hot spice even. It's hard to explain. It's literally like a hot pepper, but sweet. So good. The only downside is that should get stuck in your teeth. Finally, I have the only savory snack in this entire video. Not to say there aren't good savory snacks in Korea, but I just have a sweet tooth. However, when I saw these when I first came to Korea, I knew I had to try them, and I did not regret it. And those are Doritos. Doritos obviously are not new in the US. We have many different kinds of Dorito flavors, but this particular flavor I do not think we have. And that is oven roasted chicken flavor. If you don't know, chicken is a pretty big deal here in Korea, and there's lots of different ways you can have it with lots of different sauces. But when I saw this, I knew I had never seen this flavor in the US and I had to try it. So it kind of just smells like corn and barbecue powder. It's like really subtle smell, and in general, I find that savory snacks and sometimes also sweet snacks tend to be more subtle or quiet in their flavors because they might be using more natural ingredients, or Koreans haven't burned the taste buds out of their mouth eating ridiculous, overpowering chemicals. Who knows? The color is kind of like a cross between a Cool Ranch Dorito and regular nacho cheese. So it's got more of an orange tinge to it, but there's definitely that kind of Cool Ranch powdering on there, almost. Oh my god. So good. So the flavor is like, there's a tiny, tiny bit of, I wouldn't say spiciness because I'm really sensitive to spice, but there's just a tiny bit of a kick as an aftertaste. And when you first bite into it, it's sweet. So you start off kind of with this sweet, almost barbecue style flavor. And then as you eat it, you get more of a hint of like spice towards the back of your throat. And it's so good. These are probably my favorite Doritos, including any of the American flavors I've tried. And you can also taste the like corn chip itself. Like that's not hidden. I feel like in US Doritos, you don't really taste the corn chip, you just taste the flavoring powder on it. But you know, that kind of corn chip flavor comes through with the sweet barbecue in the beginning, and then that little bit of heat at the end as you're finishing. It's amazing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment box below which snack you think looks the best and that you want to try. I'm definitely going to do more snack videos because even by the time I'm making this, I already know of more. And I have some actual restaurant videos planned, like I said. It just takes some time because I can't eat all of that food in one day. But I'm really, really excited to put that out. So maybe in the next few weeks, that's what you're going to be seeing. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my food and travel adventures here in Korea or other places, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.